Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. And for those of you who are new, thank you for stopping by. My name is Milou. I was born clairvoyant, psychic, and a medium. That means I don't use any tools to read. And both Pat and Noel, thank you very much for your support and for your help. I really appreciate it. And please subscribe if you have not done so. If you like the channel. And also don't forget to tap the bell in order for you to be notified when I am online or when I post a video, because 2 weeks from today, I am going to post my first astrological tutorial. It's for beginners, but I'm going to try to put, well, it's not going to be that long. It's probably 10 minutes long. I'm not going to make them long, but I'm going to make sure they are packed with information. So that will be 2 weeks from today. And the reason is I am testing a few applications that will enable me to record a number of things at once, like you see the gamers do. So I may not have animation in the first video I post, but that's one thing I'm working on to drive the point home to all of you. Having said that, I have always felt in order for anyone to go against Trump, you cannot be afraid to attack him personally. And last week I mentioned that Bloomberg is going to do very well. Either this morning or last night, I read something Bloomberg or one of his representatives posted. It says, Trump is a yellow hair narcissist. If you look inside his head, you will find a burger, a Coke, a videotape with adult content, and there is another, she basically said, call him a pathological liar as well. So when I saw that, and with Bloomberg, if he takes part in the debate that's coming, I feel Bloomberg has a recipe to drive Trump. I feel right now Trump doesn't like it. Well, the minute I read it, it was when I was with my sisters yesterday, I heard about it. Trump does not like it. It's getting on, and Bloomberg called him fat as well, from what I understand. This is the way Bloomberg is going to continue to get to him. Of course, he retaliated. He said Bloomberg is short, and Bloomberg shot back with something to the fact that he may be small in stature, but he's big where it counts, something like that. The point I'm trying to make is Bloomberg, I feel intuitively, is going to go after Trump in an asymmetrical way. Biden, who looks like, he looks like he has a better chance than anyone else in the Democratic field to beat Trump. But if Biden doesn't at least do something like Bloomberg is doing, Bloomberg is going to eat his lunch. And thank you very much, Marietta. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Things are going great. So, this is not going to make Trump feel good about himself, because besides calling Bloomberg small or mini, whatever he wants to call Bloomberg, every time he says something like that, Bloomberg is going to come back with something even harder. He's going to hit him harder. And that's what is needed to beat Trump. It's not only, yes, it's good, intuitively speaking, to have the kitchen table type of discussions and policies, however we want to call them. But intuitively, besides those things, you got to bite him and bite him hard. And that's what Bloomberg is doing. It seems like to me, this may sound funny as I am thinking about how Bloomberg came up with this thing. He has a couple of people who are really good at comedy, it feels like to me. The type of people you tell them something and they don't even think twice. Bam, bam, bam. Mercury is properly aspected in the chart. So it feels like to me Bloomberg has a few of those people already always loaded and ready to fire back at Trump. And these people, it feels like to me, are very close to his digital organization. Okay? So, and Bloomberg has plans on how you know what? I don't care who wins, who gets the nomination. I'm going to vote for that person. But the way I'm seeing, intuitively speaking, because I've been to the White House, well, remote viewing to the White House, and I'm remote viewing Bloomberg right now. Okay. Well, not now. I've been doing it on and off since yesterday after I heard that. Well, I've intuitively connected with him before. I've said a couple of things about him. The thing is, he has well-defined plans because, the guy can afford it too. Biden doesn't have as much money on how to go after Trump because he's known Trump from New York. He knows Kushner. Okay, none of these people can come close to the amount of money that he has. He can buy Kushner and his family and use them as his domestic. Okay, so it feels like to me he knows what they are up to, what their plans are to win in 2020. And it feels like to me Bloomberg is going to deploy tactics that will not, if Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren and a couple of others, I feel sorry for Buttigieg. I don't think Mayor Pete is going to win the nomination. Mayor Pete on down, I feel it's over. It's a matter of time. Yes, they're going to hang on until the nomination, but some of them. I always said around February, March, it will be down to 4 or 5 people. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I wasn't expecting Bloomberg to jump in. I know he was thinking about it. He was really tempted, but he did. But it feels like to me, among all of them, his attacks against Trump are going to be very effective. Elizabeth has a quick tongue as well, but I don't feel it's going to sting as badly as that of Bloomberg. And when I look at Bernie, Bernie has a quick tongue as well, but all these people, Trump has ways to come back, call them socialist, calling Elizabeth Warren too far left or something, and the like, But with Mike and the other person who can stand up, but he hasn't done it, and I felt he was really coming across as weak is Biden. It's because he's playing the same old game. I believe I said that before, intuitively speaking. I feel he's playing the same old game that Hillary played and lost. Well, that's not the only thing that caused Hillary to lose. I know that. But a couple of times she had opportunities to put Trump back in his place in public. She didn't do it. she was taking the high road. You can't do that with Trump, and that's what, intuitively speaking, Bloomberg is ready to do. He has, in fact, they have. Let me say this, and I don't see this among any other, none of the other candidates has that. It feels like to me, Bloomberg has a whole thing full of comeback attack, or even unprovokedly, or even if he's not provoked, he's going to drop a bomb. Those like I just cited before earlier. If you look inside Trump's head, you're going to see hamburgers, a Coke, adult movies, and he's fat. Those things, he has a whole folder. They're not folded, but you know what I mean, of jokes and things he's going to unleash on Trump. So this is going to be very interesting going forward. And I can't wait to see how Trump, because as I'm saying this, Trump is already insecure. And when you attack him, I know a lot of us think that he's invincible and he doesn't care about anything. That's not true. He cares about a lot. And Bloomberg has something he doesn't have. And Bloomberg can prove that he's a liar. So this is going to get very interesting going forward. Having said that, before I came on, I read that Trump put a list together of people he's going to go after if he's reelected. Good luck with that, or after his impeachment is over. And from what I read on Twitter, the top on the list is Bolton. And somebody says he's going to have Barr go after these people. He will get impeached again. Not only that, I don't care about because I don't care about Bolton's policies and, him not coming out. I know he's going to testify. I don't know how, but he will. But they deserve each other. And no, I don't think Bolton is going to let Trump do him in. Bolton knows too much. If Trump thinks, intuitively speaking, when I talked with Bolton, okay, if Trump thinks Bolton only knows about his misdeeds about the Ukrainian stuff, he's mistaken. Bolton is aware of a lot more than Trump is willing to admit. And yes, Trump, whether we are aware of it or not, is a weakened president. Right now, intuitively speaking, yes, he's going to survive this because the crooked Republicans are going to let him off. But this man is lame duck, doesn't even come close to describing, I feel, the way Trump is going to be going forward, because he's badly damaged. I know it's difficult to tell because McConnell and company, well, basically that's he's going to do those guys bidding for them. And he better, be nice. I know a lot of people, yes, McConnell is using Trump against his members. He's pitting them against each other. So he's using Trump, the money that he dishes out or he has control over, he can choke somebody. You don't have enough money to finance your campaign, and he primaries you. Those type of things that are going on behind the scenes, or the threats that they are doing. But I feel Trump basically is McConnell's puppet. That's what I feel intuitively. And yes, he's going to make those guys are going to rue the day they let Trump off the hook, because Trump is going to do stupid things. And you know what? That's the way it's not because he's not thinking or anything else. That's the way he is used to operate. Whenever his impulsivity is what's going to create a fight between him and McConnell. And I can't wait for this to come out, to happen. That's why I'm saying those guys are going to rue that day. Wednesday that's coming, they're going to let him off the hook. It's going to be unbelievable. I felt so sorry for the managers today. No, I did not listen. I was back and forth, and I had to meet with clients. I couldn't be here, so to watch. But the thing is, if those guys think the managers, that is, think that they were able to get through to any Republicans, I don't think so. I don't feel, like I said last week, McConnell is going, oh, I can't hear you. He's making noise and doing those stupid things. Those guys are just sitting there. They don't care. They only have, like I said last week, they only have one thing in mind, and they will not move. I heard somebody said a little while ago that Schiff was the wrong person to present the case to the senators. Intuitively speaking, when I touch with those things, I don't have the thing, my browser, the computer to my right, I don't have it up today. I don't have it on where I usually display, so I can look at feel the energy of each senator. I don't have it on because it won't make any difference. They've already made up their minds. But somebody was saying that maybe Democrats should have thought of putting someone else in charge. I don't think it would have made one iota of difference, because she said that some senators complained to her that, Schiff was suspicious or he's done things. I mean, I could not believe she repeated that, even if she heard it from a senator, but I don't think that would make any difference at all. They are simply looking for reasons, alibis, somebody to blame. Well, because of that person, or this was not presented properly. That's why we didn't convict Trump. So no matter what, I don't believe anything they say. They were going to give Trump a pass. And yes, they will pay dearly for it. A lot of them will lose their seats. And the woman named Ernst was saying that, just like they did to Hillary, they created a false thing about Benghazi. And the minority leader in the House, said that was exactly why they created that false Benghazi thing, to basically paint Hillary in a bad light. That's exactly the same thing they were trying to do to Biden. Thank you very much, Pat. Oh, Debbie Johnson, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat and your generosity. Thank you. But that's what they do. And but I feel they're going to fail. If Biden is not careful, yes, I know there's a very good chance Bernie may win tonight. There's a very good chance of it. But unfortunately, not all of them can get the nomination. Only one person can. So, but Biden has to step up. Okay, and also I have a couple of people who ask me questions. Somebody's asked me, how can Barr stop SDNY? Barr can do anything he wants to any of those satellite DOJs throughout the country. The attorney generals, they all report to him, so he can do whatever he wants. New York, I feel, may rebel, or some of them may stand up to him and go to the media. Yes, they may all get fired, but it won't look good for him. But Barr is going to be impeached. Something is going to happen to Barr. I'm not quite sure how, but Barr will lose his seat. Trump will not like it very much. The Republicans won't like it very much, but yeah, something is coming down. And somebody mentioned about Nancy or something, like Nancy's not making her move or not doing anything. Oh, yeah. Watch tomorrow night. You know, I think Nancy is in her late 70s. I heard, according to medicine, okay, if you are as sharp as Nancy is at this age, she's not going to decline anytime soon. I mean, mentally. And I don't see anything, I don't foresee anything happening for Nancy's health anytime soon. So Trump is in trouble. So the point I'm trying to make is, I'm sorry, the reason why I brought her age into the question is because she's a grandma. She's used to holding people accountable and raise children. And tomorrow night, yes, Trump is thinking about misbehaving. She's ready. She may not make a scene, but, you know, it feels like to me, Nancy communicates with psychiatrists or psychologists who are familiar with people who has the particular behavior that Trump, Trump's maladies, let's put it this way, those mental his narcissism, and having people telling him about himself. If he rubs Nancy the wrong way tomorrow, which is very possible, I'm telling you guys, it's on his mind to do something dumb. Nancy will stay classy, but he will get it. That's my prediction. He will not get away with saying anything without Nancy having a comeback that bites. So, just like she did when she was at the White House, from what I understand, it was last November, and they have not spoken since. But I wish him luck. He will get a smackdown again, just like the last time. Okay. 1 second. Okay, someone asked me, when will the Republican Senate wake up in time to save our country and kick Trump out of the White House? I am sorry. I don't think they're going to do that. And that's why they did what they did this past, was it Friday or Saturday? When they closed everything down, McConnell says no one can enter any more information into the record. Okay, that's why they did that. So don't put your hopes high that Republicans are going to do anything to remove Trump, but just give it a little time. They're going to live to regret it because more information is going to come out. Trump misdeeds. I mean, if the report that I read on Twitter is correct, he's already doing things that will possibly get him impeached again. And also, he's going against, the way our officials usually behaves. And it's not going to look good for him. There is nothing good, intuitively speaking, going forward that's going to happen for Trump. It's going to be more trouble, more embarrassment for the Republicans because they're saying, well, hopefully going forward he's going to behave properly. That's not going to happen. So that's my prediction. Okay, this is what I have for today. Okay, some artist is saying that's the first person I saw because I saw video because I thought that was because I mentioned video earlier. Okay, artist is saying a video came out via the Miami Herald showing Trump conducting while the national anthem was aired for the Super Bowl. What? Well, I'm not quite so sure what showing Trump conducting while the national anthem was aired for the Super Bowl. Artist, I think I know what you mean. He's a conductor too. He knows everything. I mean, you didn't know that by now. So, and well, yeah, he should be standing. I mean, he's president. He should be standing in his arm like this, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not surprised at this point. Let's see. Thank you very much, Mulvaney Brazil. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat and for your generosity. Okay. Oh my God. These people don't care. Audrey Campbell is asking, Milo, do you think Nancy Pelosi is thinking about impeaching Barr? Yes. It's not only Nancy. They don't want to appear, when I touch with them, too sensitive, or they are attacking this administration, but they are this close to bringing a case against Barr because they have a lot of, it feels like to me they're compiling things, just like they didn't want to just make a move on Trump. They don't want to just make a move on Barr. But yes, there are a couple of people in this administration. Like I predicted that, Audrey, that I saw somebody reaching out, grab Barr by his collar from behind his desk and pull him out. I don't know exactly when this is going to happen, but Barr has some legal issues coming up. Okay. Addis is saying Trump looks like a truly demented soul. Absolutely. Debsy is saying Adam Schiff's closing speech this morning was awesome. This guy is some kind of orator. I'm putting the accent in the wrong thing. I pronounce it in French. Orateur. Orator. Am I saying it right? Orator? Okay, you guys got me. I don't use that word often, but I think even if I pronounce it in French or in English, all of you know what I am talking about. Okay, I think Trump will say the same old thing, like the economy is doing well. Yeah, William is saying this, the greatest it has ever been. Yeah, yeah. William, that's what they wrote his speech for him, but he's tempted to veer off and attack or do stupid things. I wouldn't be surprised if he says something smart about Nancy, and that's when she will bite back. So they're trying to tell him not to do it. But it's not going to be a boring evening, I'll tell you that. Okay. Jennifer Adam, I hope I said thank you. I don't remember as I'm scrolling up. I just saw your super chat again. Thank you very much, Janine Adams. I really appreciate it, your generosity and the super chat. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm scrolling up. Let me make sure. There were a couple of questions I was asked. I want to make sure. Okay. I feel I covered everything I had on my. I think that's it for today. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you, Pat, both Pats and Noel. I really appreciate your help. Sorry about that. I was listening to something. If anyone, to those who are new to the channel, I'm sorry. If you like the channel, please subscribe and also press the bell in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video. I would really appreciate it. There is something I didn't write it down, but I'll mention it tomorrow. I don't recall what it was. There is something I wanted to say about the channel. In any event, I am getting my little tutorial ready. Once I'm testing a couple of software, a couple of applications because I want to create something that's nice and sharp. I mean, I'm sure I've seen other people, like there's an astrologer, I forget his name. He does tutorials, and I don't know what kind of software he uses, but that's what I'm looking into to do mine, but I would like to add animation to it. So we'll see. Again, thank you very much for joining me, everyone, and for your support. I really appreciate it. And new subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. I'm doing the best I can to grow the channel. Thank you for your help. Okay, everyone, till tomorrow, hopefully at 12. If I'm not on at 12, I'll be on at 6. Because I don't know what time they're going to start doing whatever they're supposed to be doing in the Senate tomorrow. Till then, bye. I will leave videos to let you guys know. Bye.